Hey everyone, welcome back to SEL News. I'm your host Joseph, and we got a special guest for you today. You've probably seen Joey do a couple of news reports. Today I have him interviewed to tell a personal story from his childhood. Let's get it up for Joey. How are you doing today, Joey? It's good to be here. Thank you. Welcome here. Thank you. It's good to be here. Now, I know there's a lot to say about the recent reports of social emotional news, but I have to ask you, what have you found most helpful in your childhood to develop these social emotional skills? Yeah, that's a great question. I could tell you many stories, but I think one of the most helpful I find are the camping trips I would go on as a kid. Why were those so helpful? Well, let me paint you a picture. So we'd go on these camping trips with 5 to 8 other kids and 2 leaders. We'd go off into the wilderness for weeks, and it would just be us. We'd always have a destination in mind, but in the meantime, we'd have to travel, we'd have to set up camp, we'd have to cook food, we'd have to do all these chores with other kids our age. And I mean, it was so much fun, but it wasn't easy. We'd be with these kids 24/7. We'd have to communicate how to paddle a boat. We'd have to communicate which one is doing which chores, who's going to help out today for this, and who's going to do that. And well, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of kids who are learning how to do life, how to interact with other people. It ended up being a pretty big boiling pot for other emotions. And were there any conflicts? Let me tell you, we would get into some big trouble. I have this one memory of me and my friend. We were about 12-year-old at the time, and we were in front of the group. We were leading the pack, and we had argument about which way to go. One of us thought we should go that way, the other one thought we should go that way. And so we're both trying to steer the canoe, and we end up just doing circles the whole time. After about 8 or 9 circles, we ended up realizing, okay, we're both not going to get our way. We're going to have to use some conflict resolution skills. We're going to have to figure out which way we're actually going to end up going. And there's only a couple of us. And so I found that I just had to learn how to solve these problems and had to learn conflict resolution. And it was from these experiences that I felt like I learned skills that carried on to the rest of my life. Well, thanks for coming on to the show, Joey. It was great to have you. Let's get up for Joey.